Mic is hot. Mic is hot.
And we're live.
And who are you?
My name is Dante, owner of Dante's World. I'm a cartoonist of the psychedelic nature.
Nice. Welcome. Where are you at today, Dante?
Where am I at? I'm at Inspire. We're doing the live streams today, reviewing all sorts of products.
Nice.
Today we got Equal Creations, Sarah, and our other affiliate, All Natural Treasures, Not Resources.
We also got Adam, Bane of Fate.
Adam's back, Bane of Fate. Yo, he's an amazing cameraman, and he's got some merchandise as well. Yo, he's got something very exciting to show you. It's some very exciting products. I haven't even got to see it as well.
Nice, nice. And what are we here for today? What are we doing?
Today, I'm here to tell you some of my about my products, and some recent art pieces that I've worked on.
Nice, nice. Well, let's dive in, man. What's the first thing we're looking at?
Let's see here. I recently just got finished with this picture. This is called "Don't Fuck with the Hive." This is a commission that I done for my friend Muta123 on his Instagram, MUTA123, and he was going for like this. He just said he wanted to deal something with honeycombs. So I was like, all right, I got you. So now I got like this person who's got a beehive smashed on his face because he was talking to the queen bee, and Queen Bee was like, nah, we ain't messing with that, and got the whole gang. You don't mess with the hive.
That's pretty cool, man. What is, so this is the original piece before you've done anything with it in terms of turning it into merch. What did you use to draw that?
I use Prismacolor pencil. If you guys really love saturation and like long-lasting colors, I suggest get yourself some Prismacolor pencils. It's expensive, but I'm telling you, it's beautiful. That's how you just get these. It blends very well. You get that saturation, and it lasts for a long time.
How long does it take you to usually create one of your drawings?
Like sometimes a month or 2 weeks. Really depends on like how focused I am. But I really like taking my time with my pieces.
Nice, nice. What else you got? Show us some stuff, man.
Also have some iron-on patches. This is, sorry if I can pick it up. This is a sunflower patch that I made. It's also a reference of this tattoo that's on my arm. I'm not sure if you can pick that up on the camera.
How much do you sell your patches for?
I'm selling my patches for a nice $10 each.
Hold on 1 second. Hold that thought. We are selling the patches today
For
$10.
$10.
If people want to support you, how do they buy a patch? How do they get their own patch? Show them the patch again.
So I got a sun patch. I got a genie. I got some ovaries or a hand crab. I don't know how you describe this.
I do, that's dope.
Thank you. I really like the colors in there.
Would you ever consider ironing them on like right above that transfer on your shirt? That way it sits like right below your collar.
Ooh, that would be pretty cool. Like it would just show everything.
What is this one, bro?
I was drawing like, I drew my hand and then these like two eyeballs on top, but other people were like, nah man, you're drawing some parts. This is an iron-on genie. I really like the hat. If you look at some of my old drawings, you'll see some characters with hats with eyeballs. It's like some type of culture, religion that they're following. And then this is high aquatic alien. Very high quality. Shout out to Patches 360. He makes all of my patches. If you guys are interested, I'd suggest hitting them up.
You want to keep interviewing him?
Yeah, dude. What do you think is your favorite piece, honestly?
I ask myself that all the time. But I feel like if I were to select,
You want me to hold it?
if I can even, this one.
Holy cow, dude! I haven't seen that.
This one I drew at the smoke shop that I used to work at in Potomac Mills.
Wait, can I see it real quick? The camera doesn't pick it up.
Oh yeah, sure thing. It's like some smoking goblin,
You gotta see it in high quality.
and he has hair for crows. No, crows for hair. It's picking at his eyeballs.
So this one you got in shirts, right? I've seen this one on shirts before.
Yep.
Look at the detail.
Oh yeah. The smoke looks awesome.
Thank you.
That's really nice, Dante.
Eventually, this is gonna be the new wave of rolling papers.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your rolling papers?
Yeah, I didn't even get to show you guys. 1 second. I got some rolling papers with they're all organic hemp, 33 perforated filter tips.
And who do you use to make your papers?
Shout out to munchmakers.com. You guys want
Munchmakers.
some smoking merchandise? They got you with custom grinders, lighters, rolling papers, any weed accessory that you want. I feel like if you really want to make a statement, that's the website. I'm surprised it's not invisible.
And how much are you selling your? Hold on 1 second. How much are the rolling papers going for again?
I'm selling my rolling papers for $6 a piece.
So real quick, everyone at home, you can get Dante's World rolling papers for $6. You can support a local artist and his art brand and his art dreams next time you smoke a joint, if that's something you're into. Isn't that cool, guys? That's why we do this. We want to show off all the hard work everyone's doing here.
The shape of the box is neat.
Thank you.
It like opens up. It has your Instagram right there.
If I had the original, because I want to show off my rolling trays as well. Oh man, ain't here. But this is my custom rolling tray. It's a three-faced lady.
What's it made out of?
I believe this is made out of tin, stainless steel. That looks so cool on the green screen.
Heck yeah.
And
Yeah,
Dante,
it's holographic.
real quick, do you want to hold that for me? My bad. How much is the rolling trays?
I sell my rolling trays for 20 a pop.
20 a pop. Real quick, everyone. You can support local artists in Fredericksburg for $20 and get your own custom rolling tray.
You want something cool to stare at while you're like tripping balls or just high as hell, that's the thing. Or, you know, I sell it to senior citizens too, and they like to put candy on it. That's
It's a candy dish.
yeah, I call it a snack tray.
The snack tray.
Hey, versatile marketing, man. We're here for all audiences.
Yep, universal equipment.
Sandwich plate.
Heck yeah.
I'm really excited for you, Sarah. I want you to show your products. I believe it's your turn.
He said, I
You
believe
got
it's your turn.
You got a lot of paintings.
Real
that
quick,
will
just
look-
flash through and show us some of your art in your binder real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is like. Here.
Zoom in in. There you go.
Man, I can't really. Maybe I should just like take it
There you
out. There we go. Yo, this is Tyler the Creator.
That's really cool.
He's got the preem on.
You thought of sending that to him?
I've sent it to him before, but he didn't hit me up.
That's alright. That's how they be.
This is like, if you notice like this picture, it kind of, it's kind of like reminiscent of this one, like beforehand, you know. Like I drew this one first, and
How
then
much
this
time
one.
apart were they?
Like a year apart.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think has improved since then?
I would say like the coloring, because I really didn't know in the background.
Your saturation's a lot better.
Thank you. I didn't know how to do like grass or anything.
What do you think is the hardest thing for yourself to draw?
To draw,
Yeah.
probably like feet.
Yeah.
Even though that's a thing no, never mind.
Yo, that one's trippy as hell, man.
Oh, this one? Yeah.
Wow.
I can't even really describe what's going on, but like this entire right side is connected. Like there's a hand that's connected to a dog that's also spewing a snake out its mouth. A lot of trippy stuff. And then you got this one right here too. Kind of looks like a map from the Aztecs.
Looks like a game board almost.
That's an older piece, right?
That'd be
That's
amazing
cool.
to do. Yeah, I drew this. As you can tell, this is like with Crayola colored pencil. I drew this in like 2019.
Have you ever redone a piece of art that you've done?
I've tried digitally, but
Have you
it's
tried
just
physically?
yeah, I've done a couple of redraws like character designs, but
Oh,
I
that's
would love to like recreate these.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It's like a highway leading to an exit door. It's all sorts of monsters going around it.
What do you think you're the best at drawing?
I really like drawing like characters, like just like faces.
They're all really unique, like
Mhm.
amongst each other too.
Yeah, none of them are ever the same.
I have a hard time when I draw characters. I always feel like they technically have the same face.
It's like sometimes you can have them like relate, you know, but drawing like different styles, oh man.
Well, I try, but I'm not good with drawing other people, so all of my characters look like some weird version of myself. Which sucks because I want to draw other people.
Right.
So do you do any self portraits at all?
I've drawn myself before.
Yeah.
I might have it on here.
Ooh.
But it was like a really long time ago. Oh man, if I did have it, that'd be amazing. This is kind of fun.
Would you consider doing another self portrait soon?
Maybe eventually, but I'm not sure how realistic I would want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because realism, it's a lot of detail.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hours.
It is.
Like I never knew really how to draw like hair.
Hair is difficult. That was my first mural commission right now is in front of a salon, and hair's a toughie. So I was like, oh yes, the first one I gotta do.
Do you how do you paint hair?
I found that starting with a base color, deciding whether or not you want hair to be cool or warm, because hair at the base is typically either a reddish color or it's more of a ashy gray, with
Right.
like yellow. That's why we have purple shampoo. It kind of tones out some of the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did the mural, I started with this kind of dark bluish brown, and I did lighter colors over top of it, and it creates this depth. But the first time I tried it, I tried just doing like light, and I was like, alright, well that area is dark, and it looked like hay. It didn't really look that good.
Right.
Um,
Like blending can be difficult sometimes.
Yeah, and I've seen some realism artists, even when you get closer to their artwork, it looks really abstract because they're not actually blending it, they're just smushing color on top of each other to create the dimension.
Like
and,
the texture.
and when you step back from it, it actually creates the face because of color theory.
It's so cool. So
What-
you study that?
If you don't understand color theory, it honestly seems like you do in your art, but understanding which colors almost balance each other out, you can
Mhm.
start to
Like
almost
the color wheel.
exactly. You can
Yeah.
start to play with shading. So instead of using like red and then a darker version of red, you can take red and then shade it with green.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're looking at it a little bit more zoomed out, your not cartoonish style will start to have more of a
Like depth.
not even depth, but it'll start to look more. Trying to think what the right word would be. Almost realistic, but just more accurate to what the thing would look like in real life versus more like in anime when it just has a deeper shade of the same color.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do, but none of the stuff I brought is really showing that. I haven't completed anything new yet.
Yeah, I always loved like accent colors. Like if I'm drawing like a T-shirt, instead of it just being like plain red, the outline would be like this one has like green or sometimes I
See,
put, like,
so
purple.
you already understand color theory without knowing it. It's just that complementary color is what just sits apart from that color on the color wheel.
Just like opposites.
And you can see it on the tray too. You've got like a darker bluish purple, and you've got more yellows and oranges, and because of that, it stands out a lot more versus if you probably did like yellow and maybe green.
Right.
So you do already understand color theory.
It's just sometimes when you're doing like backgrounds and you're already using like somewhat the same colors, it's
You're
like,
using every color at this point, man. Yeah.
it's a balancing act.
Yeah, it is.
Because sometimes you use like too much of the same thing, and like I feel like a lot of my pictures has like magenta in it. I feel like that might be my favorite color.
You got heavy pink. I see it in the shirt too. I'm trying to think chartreuse or like that. Honestly, the green screen color behind you right now balances out with magenta really well. I'd love to see you do like a Venus flytrap or something.
Oh yeah, because like green and red, they're actually like
They complement each other. I love magenta though because it's got a little bit more pink. I don't like the straight on cherry red, honestly, and I
Yeah.
like the green that's got a little bit of yellow in it. But yeah.
Yeah, like that and I forgot like I think it's like maroon. It's like purple.
It's got a little bit more purple and brown in it. Yeah.
Mhm.
I had my hair was that color for a little bit.
Oh really?
Have you colored your hair before? Bleached it ever? Really?
Nah.
Dude,
never
you should.
tried. Maybe like if I got like braids and then
Did the ends of the braids.
Mhm.
Are you logging your hair or do you have it braided up right now?
yeah, this is just like
yeah,
hair
like that.
braids. Yeah.
So like if you did color before you got your hair done, you could like braid the color down into it. I've seen people do the roots like hot pink and they're braiding like fake orange and yellow hair.
Probably so. Like I probably could do that. It's just I don't know what colors I would put.
Magenta.
I mean, and then I gotta go to work too. I wonder
do you work?
like, well, I'm not sure if I could say it. I work at a warehouse.
Well, that's cool. Alright.
Warehouses, they
You can share your job, man. This is a normal live stream. No one's gonna.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. It's like yeah, I work for Genesis.
Yeah. Would you ever hope to like do art full time as your job?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would wanna sell like I wanna have my own store one day.
Yeah.
Then,
What products do you want to sell? Like, do you see yourself selling end goal?
honestly, like any and everything.
Any and everything.
I
So
can
you're
see you having a smoke shop,
That would be
like a custom themed smoke shop,
Yeah.
like Dante's World,
Mhm.
like a smoke and skate shop. You know what I'm
that would
saying?
be cool.
Yeah, I would love to have like
So you're almost like a lifestyle brand.
Mm-hmm.
That's neat.
Like I don't want to like stick to just one thing. Like the rolling papers and the rolling trees, it's cool, but I don't want that to represent me in all.
You don't want to limit yourself.
Yeah.
Well, if you're kind of doing a bunch of different things, what is your like message of your art in general?
I want people to like when they see my image, they get like this nostalgia. It's like they see like it's like they see it and it's as if they've seen it before.
That's like deja vu a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to give them that feeling that they're watching like Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. By the way, those channels are down. You ain't never watching that on TV again.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of doing animating?
Animating, yeah. If I could get like a digital tablet, man, I would.
Would you use the funds you get from selling all the product on your table to get yourself a digital tablet?
Yeah.
You can start doing some kind of animating.
Cause I feel like I would love to animate. I feel like it would give these characters more life to it.
Yeah. Start a GoFundMe, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They're like $140 to just put the product money from it. You can have one in no time. I can see you making a cartoon and bringing like Cartoon Network stuff back, because if it's dying out,
Yeah.
and I'm not about to like watch AI generated cartoons for the next 20 years, I'm not doing it.
I wonder, like, do you think it's gonna get better?
No. If you're honestly, no. Not unless people A, start talking about it, and B, not stop using technology, but stop using incredibly advanced technology and giving it life.
I think, like, if you give it, I feel like you still have to, like, animate it somewhat yourself. You can't give it all, you know, just let the entire show just animate itself.
Yeah.
I feel like you should give the AI some direction.
And the point is, if the goal is to have technology do the kind of tedious, not minute labor, but work that human beings don't really like doing because it's repetitive,
Mm-hmm.
and letting them do the artistic forms, now we just see AI doing everybody's job, and then what's going on?
Because they're throwing out everyone already, like Hollywood.
They're including them in like government meetings now too.
Really?
Yeah. It's,
The founder of OpenAI, ChatGPT, makes $80 million a month.
it has my
That's
hands
insane.
shaking. They're not doing the right thing with it.
They're already like kicking out lawyers too,
Yeah.
because people like have more trust in that. Like it's infinite knowledge.
Yeah.
That it's a guide.
It's good until it's not, and we've already made like hundreds of movies where it goes wrong, and we're getting to that point where it's like there's no too far gone, but like you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be really difficult to recover when your entire society depends on everything to be electronic.
Mm-hmm.
And not everybody, but the majority.
It's something I feel like we can't stop. Like the more things we innovate and invent, the more we're just gonna always like dive into more technology.
Yeah,
So-
unfortunately. And there's always going to be that, like, one guy who goes in his basement and wants to make a robot just because.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool and it's really impressive, but, like, we don't need it. The goal is not to be doing less work.
Industrial revolution caused climate change. The AI revolution will likewise have a big side effect to offset the changes it makes to society and to the world.
Yeah.
Which hopefully will be for the better and not for the worse.
I'm
Yeah,
hoping
like
so.
maybe like that give us more direction to focus on, like helping out the earth instead of like.
Politicians right now want to squabble on silly things, but that's outside the scope
But
of this
on
live stream.
I remember
Talk about art. Talk about art.
I was about to get into like
Dante,
trash
do you
and all
think it's
that.
going to get better? No.
Nah, because we can't even like recycle most of these plastics. So like
We're getting there.
Microplastics, apparently everyone is full of plastic.
that'd be cool if I had like rubber powers like One Piece. Like, if we're just always infused with plastic.
It's called
That'd be
cancer.
Cool. Oh,
That's your
damn.
superpower.
Don't think of it that way.
It's not very super.
Not very super.
Alright, real quick, we do have to transition to our next artist for time. Dante,
Yeah.
what do you want everyone at home to know about you real quick? Any shout outs? What do you want to say real quick to the audience at home?
If you guys have a dream, pursue it. Like, don't let like an outside bad influence stop you from your full potential. You never know where you're gonna go.
I like that.
You can only go up.
Everyone, please take a minute to follow Dante's World at Dante's World 20 on Instagram. Please like, follow, comment, and subscribe. You can catch Dante at future Inspire events and other events in the DMV area. Stay tuned to his Instagram page and you'll be able to follow him. And we're going to get ready for our next artist. Stay tuned. Hell yeah.
Peace out, everyone.
is worth the hype. I low-key want a tattoo from it, but that seems cheesy. But like, there is no spoon is kind of cool.
Alright, hold on one
You
second.
watch The Matrix on shrooms?
No, I wouldn't actually. I feel like
that would.
that would go to your head.
Mhm.
I feel like that's no good answer. You watch Neo and you're gonna be like, ah, that's me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bear with us 1 second. Boom.
Herb.
We are now back, and then real quick, we're getting your. The mic is hot. The mic is hot.
Would you mind leaning forward so I can see how big the frame is?
Yes, bear with me 1 second. On Instagram, your at is.
Equal creation, no space.
Equal creation. Boom. 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 We are live. You're on TV. Say hi to the world.
Hello.
Who are you?
I am Sarah, and I am a multidisciplinary artist, which means I do different forms of art. But everything I brought is painted. So I started painting in my junior year of high school, and I hated it. I only drew stuff, and it was all like with those little fine black tip markers. And I picked up a paintbrush and some paint, and I painted the Great Wave, like that big little wave from Hawkeye. And I recognized I really liked it. And then COVID hit, and it made everything a little bit more difficult, and I couldn't get a job, and I didn't have a license at the time either, so I didn't have a car. And I had just gotten into anime because that was like the rave on TikTok during that time. And I was like, cool, let me paint anime. And through starting to like paint shadows on different anime characters, I started to understand how color kind of works. And once I got good at that, I started trying to experiment and make my own stuff. And a lot of it doesn't really make sense to people, or I have someone being like, oh, it looks like this, it looks like it's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. I feel like, there's a message behind it, but it's not.
Yeah,
It's
the
not a
message.
direct one.
The message is important to me. And honestly, at the end of the day, if somebody looks at it and doesn't take value from it, that's cool. But my goal when I make each piece of art is to kind of get something off of my chest, and once I've done that, my goal's kind of there. So if I sell a piece of art, that's cool. If I have it for the rest of my life, that's also cool.
'Cause it's hard. Like
It's,
you probably view like a painting or like your products as like your baby, you know.
ooh, you'd be surprised, but I'm not gonna answer that. It's a muscle to work to honestly start to value your own artwork. It takes work, and even if it's something that you enjoy, not everybody can paint, not everybody can draw like that, and you gotta value your like skills. So I started to recognize that not everybody can do what I do, and not everybody can really do what you do, and because of that, you have to start to market that towards people. So
You can't lowball it either.
no, not at all. And not that there's any lowball. It's just it's how much time you feel that you've spent. I get a lot of my like canvases and stuff used. I don't buy them, or I get them from somebody who's trying to get rid of them. So I don't spend as much money on the product. So I feel comfortable not selling them for as much, because I want more people to get a hold of art.
Right.
So, not necessarily that you want to sell yourself short, but you have to look at who you're selling to. Some people can't afford $600 paintings. I get it. That's like half my
Yeah.
rent. So I'm not going to stick a $600 price tag on something if I want you to be able to have it.
But when you're doing like that canvas to the right, to the left of you, that's such a large
That's-
canvas.
Yeah, that's another story.
That must have taken days.
Exactly, but when you have something like this, which is $10, which is basically working an hour job or an hour at one of like our jobs, a shift.
Right.
You spend like $7 on a drink sometimes. This lasts forever. And honestly, once again, not all artists feel this way. I don't mind if people paint.
Where's the $10 paint?
I don't mind if people paint on my stuff. Once it's out of my hands, low key, it's yours. But
It's got way too much green in it.
it does.
The green
But
screen.
I
Dude,
like
that's
it like
dope.
that. It looks legit holographic.
For the viewers at home, we do use a green screen, so that's why it's see-through.
Kind of makes it look cooler. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's so wild. is dangerous. You can cut your hand right here. $10.
$10. I don't mind if people paint on my stuff, but the way that I feel about it is in 25 years, or honestly, not to be morbid, when I'm dead, this is going to be worth money.
Yeah.
And I believe so heavily that I am on a path to doing something with myself that I consider this almost my legacy. Like each individual piece of art is something that's left behind.
But you don't have to be dead for
Oh,
that
no.
value for it to go up.
Exactly.
It's just,
Um,
it's really about your name.
So, to the people that I end up kind of interacting with, I'm like, well, if you think that I'm gonna like be there in 20, 30 years, take a piece. I'll sign it for you. And at the end of the day, either it looks cool or it might pay your rent in like 30 years. If you want to sell it, that's up to you too.
You bring up a good point there. Art is a collectible.
It is. It's
It
an
gains
investment.
value.
And this doesn't mean like, once again, some artists just like to make art. Some artists make art to live. And it's their lifeblood. And they would do it on the street regardless. I use all apple barrel paint.
Dude, that's
$45
fire.
by the way. This is a nautilus. It's a prehistoric sea creature that is still alive today.
How
I
much
think.
is this piece worth?
$45.
Man,
the average Joe.
nah. We're putting 100 down.
100, don't you dare.
Yeah.
I think it's worth 100.
Really?
Yeah, look at it. What is it?
It is a lap tray, which means if you're like sitting on something, or if
It's
I
like the
want to draw,
ultimate
I can sit. It's a rolling tray. It's lacquered. It's scratch proof. Like, it's not gonna break.
Hold it up to the camera real quick so everyone can. I'm trying to get a clear shot of it. Wow, that's so pretty.
Thank you.
Guys at home, for the audience at home, you can take this piece. You call us in right now, 1-800-INSPIRE. You can buy this piece for $100.
I use all apple barrel paint, which is the cheapest paint you can freaking buy. It's 50 cents for a bottle. If you don't want to buy every single color out there, get blue, get yellow, get red, get white, and then get like a green and a black. It's like $6, get some paintbrushes, start painting. There's no excuse. If you don't really have anything to be doing with your stuff, start painting. And at the end of the day, if you hate it, you wasted $10. That's it.
How long does it take for you to finish? Like, how long did it take for you to finish with that?
Honestly, probably like 4 hours. But
Really?
I have worked for almost like 6 to 7 years to be able to do this in 3 or 4 hours. It might take other people longer, but I put in effort to be fast with the way that I do things. But
And you, I
What?
remember
go ahead.
you were telling me earlier, sorry, that like you don't even like really draw. You just like paint it directly.
I try to. It low key saves time. But for something like this, like I didn't sketch it out, and I ended up spending probably like 24, 25 hours on it when I probably could have spent like half the time had I sketched it. But I didn't have a plan. And it ends up sometimes looking messy, sometimes it looks cohesive in the end. That's what's cool about art. Some art honestly doesn't look good. Some of my art honestly I don't think looks good. But the best thing is you can show it to different people, like you.
I really feel like good and bad when it comes to art doesn't really like exist. It's just what feeling it brings to you.
Exactly. Art's really personal. And even if the person who doesn't make the thing likes it, somebody else out there is gonna like it. Or even if somebody out there doesn't like it, if you find value in it, who really cares, honestly?
Yeah, all art is beautiful.
It is. And there's art out there for everybody. And this was also the piece he was talking about. I just took my mic out, didn't
Mike is
I? Safe.
hopefully testing. We are still here.
Good. 8 lives.
As long as the thing is making noise on the thing, and as long as this piece didn't break, because that's the most expensive part.
If I broke it, I'll replace it.
Nah, you're good, bro. At Inspire, we don't stress because life is full of bullshit.
You're right about that.
And technical difficulties.
Check.
Boom, Mike is live. We're still seeing stuff. What are we looking at?
This I called aphasia, which is the medical term for having a loss of words or not being able to put your feelings or your thoughts or things that you're trying to say into words. I spent a ridiculous amount of time on this because I just kept painting over things and I didn't really know what I was trying to convey. So you kind of see like a chicken head and the blood of the head runs down into a chair and there's
Oh snap!
a present red color that kind of connects the entire piece of art together.
I just noticed the leg of the chair connects to the eyeball.
The eyeball was my favorite. The chair was ominous.
You know, you got like these little things that remind me of like cupcakes.
Yeah, so I actually, it's funny you say that. I took polymer, like silicone polymer, and I put it in those little cake frosting things, and I like tried to splooge it on there. That was when the painting was like first being birthed,
Yeah.
and then it went in a totally different direction.
But I like how you gave it texture.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, let's try and get a little close-up shot of one of these little.
Nucleates.
This is our first time doing this, by the way, guys. So
I'm not gonna lie, it's coming out pretty good.
it's crazy. There's a lot of green there.
$1,000.
We're selling this for $1,000.
Damn. Or we know.
I mean, that's what's
No
worth,
less,
man. Real talk,
no
the
more.
level of detail that you put into this, I would appraise it easily at $1,000 as far as selling local art is involved.
That
This piece is
can-
unique enough too, and has a unique enough style to where it can warrant that price. Especially when you go to like places like Liberty Town Art Center, and they got just fucking, you know, not knocking anyone there. Everyone there is talented, but a lot of that shit's boring. This makes me think. This makes me have questions. This makes me wonder.
Like
This art style isn't for everyone. Just like, you know, old heads like the Fredericksburg church paintings and stuff. But
when
You would be shocked,
when I
I've
see
had a-
this. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
go
you're
ahead.
okay. I've had a couple elderly individuals be really into it, but they were typically rockers in their day. So,
You
do you
know,
think the
I'm
average
one.
person can gain something from psychedelic art?
I think the average person can gain appreciation from anything. I think if you really take a second to actually even look at the boring art, you can recognize how much time the artist actually
Let's
spends.
zoom out on that one a little bit. What is the price tag on this one?
This one is $45. It didn't
All
take
right,
me very
look,
long.
We're gonna put 150 on
Oh
that.
my
Holy-
god, Zach, I'm not
It
going to
should
be able
be-
to sell anything.
On the internet, you can. Look, so
When
my
it comes to
job is to
internet,
help
no
y'all
fees.
get the best price for your work. This painting is easily worth $150 to the right seller. But if someone wants it on a budget, then you offer them your budget price. It's, you know, but you need to realize your audience right now is not. We're not on the streets, Caroline Street, trying to, you know, sell to mom and dad with their grandkids. We're on the internet.
I wish you guys could see the coloring on this because it has like
It's
this
all
thermal
green.
green, and
It's
like,
too green for the green
just like
screen.
I love the shades on here and it makes it pop out.
I used some spray paint over acrylic paint.
Here, we're gonna disable the
Yep.
background for 5 seconds.
That's cool.
It didn't work. All right, never mind.
No, but it gives it makes it more like creepy. Like whoa,
Yeah.
it looks like we're on like some type of mystic technology. It's magic.
I'm trying to think. This, I don't know how well it'll be able to pick this one up.
The
Wow.
koi fish
Actually-
is actually beautiful.
This is a picture of a fish attached to a hook, being chopped up by
Yeah,
a
it's in
knife.
half.
This one is $200.
Why, thank you. I honestly did this piece to talk about responsibility, especially with the collective state of the world. There's a general responsibility for everything, even at our individual level. We all know that, like, we wake up and we neglect certain small things because we can just put them off another day. So it's called the fish, the hook, and the knife, because you're both the thing that sets up the situation, you're also the victim, and you're also the perpetrator. To continue to not take blame for everything across the board is just going to divide people.
It's crazy.
So you have a message
I
in
do.
your paintings.
And I remember them with each one, and then I kind of kiss them goodbye when I give them to people, and it's kind of sad. I won't lie.
I feel like when you post it, you should write something. So that-
I used to. I won't lie, it's tough. Vulnerability out there is tough sometimes too. But you're right, it is a muscle you gotta work.
Sarah, what's the next step for you as an artist? What's your current project you're working on?
I'm bummed because none of these really show it, but my goal is to spend more time on the stuff that I'm doing because once again, I don't really spend a whole lot of time actually doing the art. And I want to nail a level of accuracy. As cool as I love all the bright colors and I love all the green and the pink, I want people to look at it and feel a certain way, and it's hard to make people uncomfortable with neon green and neon pink. As sucky as it is, but once I kind of nail down that like color.
So you're going darker.
I am going darker.
Like, do you watch? Do you ever watch Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Like the way how they incorporate like colors, it's like it gives off like certain themes. Like when they're wearing like yellow,
Exactly.
you know.
If
meth.
I did this and it was in black and white, it would look
In
very
danger or caution?
No, it's like usually they're working on meth or like they're affiliated with it. But
You
like
are too.
I'm saying that like you could give colors like certain feelings.
Yep,
Like,
exactly.
You know, like painting a sad character blue.
Exactly. And honestly, that's just gonna come with growing as an artist and gaining experience and understanding texture and color more. But this one is not for sale. I just brought it with me. The guy was supposed to pick it up today, and I was so excited to like show you guys that I wanted to bring it. So.
Oh, you want me to present it?
Oh yeah, go for it. It's kind of long. This is called Wormhole. I was working on it for a long time, and it had a piece of art underneath it that I decided was mediocre. So I wanted to do something to kind of convey how much time can pass, and how chaotic time can really be. So there's a lot to look at.
This piece right here
Is already sold.
is already sold. How much did you sell it for?
100.
Guess
I'm gonna do
what?
like a dramatic shot.
Sold.
I'm trying to find some places in downtown to put up art, and I would love if more people had art up in their bedrooms. It's sad to see a blank white wall.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
I love. Is this like a bat, or
Which one?
like it's like to the right, like this creature right here?
Oh, so that was supposed to be a kind of caterpillar that has these horns. That's the name Wormhole. It's eating itself.
A horn caterpillar.
Which, hypothetically, the way a wormhole works is it
It's
kind
like
of
like
loops
eats
around
itself
and eats itself, yeah.
like a snake.
So that's Wormhole.
You had a lot of textures in here. I just noticed the bricks in here too.
Thank you. A little bit of Sharpie, a little bit of apple barrel.
Yeah,
Oh.
everything.
This was honestly a redo of a piece that I had already been trying to do. I sold the other one, but wow, the color looks a lot better.
Yeah, like
That's
I don't
great.
think there's like that many greens in this one.
No, it's just like
Just on like the
right
edge.
there.
But again, it looks so cool when it's invisible.
Thank you. I tried to draw a hand. This is one of the first times I had painted like a larger hand, and it came out alright.
A hand? Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
I
was
think you did it pretty well.
I was sitting with Hunter one day. I was like, dude, I just, oh my god, and it just clicked.
Is that how you draw hands? Like like look at yourself.
Yes, actually, if I'm being totally honest, I have to sit there and I'm like,
Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, how am I like holding this?
Yep, so
Sometimes
they
I gotta like take a silly picture of myself just to
exactly.
convey a
And my
message.
like recently deleted is all like,
But you should like, I feel like you should save some of the pictures for like so you can show like the poses. I feel like people would love to see like the before and after.
I want to get better at filming and doing behind the scenes. My phone is just honestly kind of.
Yeah, honestly, I need a camera stand too.
I don't rep Apple. We don't like Apple here.
Oh wow, this one's really different.
It is, and so this is, I think, technically the oldest one that I have. Yes, it is. I did this like, my name was Hosen's diagram too. Painted the background of it over a year and a half ago, and then I ended up taking needles and sewing pieces of thread throughout the entire thing, and it's got a hole in it too.
Threads of the universe.
This one I was asking like 60 for. Dude, it's actually slapping price tags on.
What would you price that as?
Honestly 60 just because it's one of my older pieces, and I honestly don't think my technique is quite at what it is now.
I love the background,
Thank you.
and I think the threads, like, to me, it shows that like the universe is like all interconnected.
You're right about that. I might consider doing another piece and just trying to do that same thread again because I haven't done it in quite a bit. I had a couple of boards that I worked on today. and they were part of, like, oh, this one is all green. They were
It's a
part of the,
serpent.
it's a serpent. It's like a sage green.
Would you say that's your favorite color?
Yes. That's why I'm struggling with the green screen tonight. This was part of a 7 Deadly Sin series that I tried to do though, and I did 7 boards that all had neglected wildlife that I just thought the general public saw as like lesser than for some reason.
Right.
So I had a possum on this one, and I did a little experiment and painted the background of it black, and I have like gold spatter in it, and it's all lacquered. This one is a new deck. It's unskated. Wait. Skated lightly.
I feel like I would be scared to skate on it. 'Cause it's
Some
like,
people say they don't want to because of the art, and I'm like, break that shit.
it gives it more texture.
Yep. I want to do a giveaway for some of the skateboarders. So if anybody skates out there, if you can land a certain trick, you get the board.
That'd be insane.
Because once again, if people are writing your stuff, it's free publicity. This was from when I was still in high school.
That was like a wolf.
Yeah, it is wolf in sheep's clothing, and it's got like a little snake coming out of it.
It's pretty cool.
This one has stuck with me for quite a bit. I never actually really wanted to sell it that much, so I was like, oh, it's like $80 now. Oh, that sucks.
I feel like the older it is, like the higher you should sell it.
Yeah, like it's antique.
Yeah, if you're already pricing 80, you might as well reach 100.
Yeah, that's 100 for that one.
Yo, that's 100G.
I have a big piece that goes with this that is partially done. I'm trying to do something different with some skateboards. I saw that my issue with some of these was very overcomplicated, and it seems like skating culture is a fan of more matte colors, just because like when the design gets ripped up, you can't see it as much.
Right.
So I decided to do a bowl, and I'm gonna kind of experiment with designs that are in areas that don't get like ripped up as much on the board while you're skating it.
What would that be? The tail side area? That's probably like the most.
Yeah, I would say it's this end maybe. You get like razor tail on it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a much larger frame that's probably about this big, and it's got a full-size picture of a cow in a tuxedo. And I'm going to try to do a warped UFO that's like coming up from above it with a green light.
Just abducting it.
Yep. So it's going to be kind of a little challenge with some lighting, because I've never worked with doing like neon colored lighting coming down on something before, and I think that's going to make the skin tone a little difficult.
Yeah, because I've never really done like lighting before. How is it like?
I'm honestly still working on it. The best thing I can say to practice is take a picture of yourself, take a light, and try with different angles, and just practice drawing your face, and you'll start to pick up a grasp for where certain areas of your face stand out more, or where certain objects have light that falls on it. It takes practice. Like, same way your color looks. I would have a hard time doing that with a pencil. So it would take me a little bit of practice. This was another one. This was the crow counterpart for it.
I like the blue outline that you did for
Why,
it.
thank you. I was gonna end up painting the background black, but I didn't want to get rid of the
wings.
Yeah, the wings of the jaw. You wouldn't be able to see as much, so I kept it red. I've got a whole big pile of boards. Thank you. I was asking for a lot of the boards 35. It was just this older one. It's worth quite a bit. Go for it.
You just can't be wrong.
You just can't be wrong. This was one of my favorite ones because I think me personally, I struggle with pride the most sometimes. First of all, just kind of feeling like I'm better than I am, or kind of being a little bit lazier than I need to be.
That ego.
That ego. It's an easy fix for that.
Sometimes.
Some time alone.
Like sometimes I see my friend, like we're drawing together, then he'd be doing something I can't do. I'm like, oh man, what the fuck?
And yeah, and it's hard too, especially with artists, because art is so different, and I think artists themselves can appreciate a lot of things. So when you like a lot of things, you don't really want to appreciate them, you want to do them.
Right.
So I think instead leaning into that appreciation factor, like just look at that person who can do that, now you can be friends with them rather than having to do all that practice and do all that art.
Right, because you gotta accept that, like, you know,
Exactly.
they can't.
they can't do what you do, and you can't do what they do.
Exactly. I'll show one more, and then I think we're wrapping up in a sec. Correct?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Your hair's invisible.
Is it really? Oh, you're so right. Okay, I'll leave it on. Half my head is gone. This, you can barely see this one. It's a little fungus, a little mushroom. I had a phase when I was coming out of high school, because of everything getting more expensive in price, including food. I think it's really important that people learn how to grow their own food. One of those things being like microgreens. You can learn how to grow like sprouts at home, or you can learn how to grow mushrooms, like edible gourmet mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, portobello. And there's a lot of natural mushrooms in the wild that you can go find and forage safely. Please use a guide though. Don't just like pick random things that would get everybody in trouble.
Right. Some mushrooms even provide protein, right?
Yeah, some actually do. You're very right. Some mushrooms have antioxidants. Some of them have other like benefits. Like cordyceps is a parasitic mushroom that like grows off of ants. So it's kind of difficult to like grow at your own place.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
That's the one that like takes over the ants and
Yep.
then.
And when you eat it, it helps you feel more energetic. You're more clear-minded. It's whack, dude. It tastes like vanilla pudding a little bit.
I'm surprised we can like eat that.
Yep.
Like, how does it not affect us?
Because we're big and they're small. Like straight up.
That's it. That's just it.
Did you know THC, like the active ingredient in cannabis, is a pesticide?
It's a pesticide.
Yeah. So when bugs eat it, but on a big scale.
It doesn't affect us.
Oh, it
only like eventually, right? Like over
Well,
time.
they die. You're happy for 2 hours. so you see, so they small.
Wait, oh, so like what makes them high? Oh wait, no, what makes us high is a pesticide to them.
So a lot of plants that actually have like properties like that have that property that does it for us is actually like a repellent against bugs in the wild.
So when I blew that smoke into a spider, like I didn't get it dummy fried. I killed it.
I don't know. I couldn't answer that one for you.
You sure stuck on that web.
Yeah, I want to do a spiderweb painting. I've got a double neck guitar that I'm working on right now. It's gonna be neat.
Yeah, because I'm surprised you haven't yet. Or have you worked anything with spiders?
I don't honestly think so. I don't think so.
I see you like a lot of animals and
Maybe
like
do spider necks.
spiders.
It's a good idea.
Like I feel like that gives a lot of people like a scary feeling.
Are you afraid of spiders?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
They got 8 legs, 8 eyes.
You're afraid of spiders?
All creepy. And then there's just some spiders that give you like weird effects too.
Well, there's not really that many like poisonous spiders that are like common around here other than brown recluse.
I mean, the black widow.
Yeah.
We
He's
heard.
afraid of spiders. Anyway, I will wrap up here and we'll let the next person take their turn. My Instagram again is Equal Creation. You can pop the little thing. Oh.
Wait, how much was this one?
What was it again? I
The
can't even
shroom.
remember which
80.
one.
$120.
25.
We're gonna put 40.
I like this one. Looks like a graphic novel.
Thank you. There's so much green in all of this stuff as we've been trying to show it up in front of the green screen. It's been like phasing out in certain portions of it.
But it makes it look invisible, like see-through.
It does.
It's pretty cool though. Put like gold in it.
All right, we're about to swap in for the next artist. Let's
Where?
everyone, real quick, for the viewers at home, support Sarah Equal Creation on Instagram. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. Do it. And buy local art now. Buy local art. Stop spending money on Bitcoin. Buy art instead.
Thank you.
It's hot. Welcome back. We have the premiere of the long lost Adam.
It's been too long.
Welcome back, bud.
It's been
Welcome
way
back. How you feeling, man?
I'm good. It's nice to be back. So,
That's what's up, man. Where have you been?
anywhere that isn't here, ironically.
That's crazy. Everything going good in the hood? Life is as well?
We're getting there. So, I just have a lot going on between family and school.
So, for the audience at home that may not know who you are, what do you specialize in? What do you do?
So I'm a performance artist and I do videography. And I'm trying to get into teaching.
Nice. And you go to UMW?
Yes.
Nice.
I am now, but I've been in the area since 2015. So.
And you're one of our OG. You also are an intern / employee for Inspire. You were one of our OG crew members. You've been with us for. Yep. Adam's one of the true believers. He's been with us since the very beginning. Him and Roman. We got some new interns here. They're the next generation. They're not as good as y'all. They're a little. I'm just kidding. They're good. They're their own kind.
So you got some T-shirts?
Yes, I just got these made.
What are they made of?
That's cotton.
Cotton? 100%. It's hard to find.
Is it?
All right. So show the shirt up real quick. It looks like cotton.
Yeah. It is 100%.
Bro, so you finally got merch.
Yes, at long last. It's been overdue.
And how much are you asking for them?
That's actually a good question. I'm still on the fence for that right now.
So
We're
if I
good.
wanted to purchase one today, how much would you charge me?
We're saying $25.
It's gonna go like maybe either 12 or 15.
12 or 15.
Wow, it's pretty good. So why would I buy your T-shirt? What does Bane of Fate stand for?
It's Bane. Bane is decider, and then a fate. It's your fate. The Bane means you. I created Bane Fate 9 years ago to push people to be themselves. Not because someone else told them, but more so because you want to do it.
So what is your kind of personal goal? You said you like teaching.
I'm trying to get into teaching.
What would you like to teach if you got the choice?
It'd be dance.
Dance, really?
Yeah.
What kind of dance?
Popping, locking, animation.
Oh, so you're into like retro stuff.
Something like that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed in Fredericksburg, Spotsylvania, there's really not much of I guess freestyle dances
Mm-hmm.
as well known. You have to go up north for events such as those, and I'm trying to put Fredericksburg on the map.
Would you ever consider starting some kind of club? Like if people were interested in joining?
I have one at the university.
Yeah?
But,
So what would be a good way for people interested in dancing to kind of reach you for that?
I have a business inquiry that people can reach out to me on social media and whatnot.
And what would that be?
But banafate@gmail.com.
Awesome. I like this shirt. You got a lot of blue going. Is that your color?
I'm
Yeah.
a blue guy. So
I'm a green person. That's alright. I get it. At least you show up on the green screen.
Yeah.
So, what else do you do? Are you gonna do some more merch? You think? And what is the design you got going?
I think for now I'm gonna stick with this, just to see how it does. This is my first line.
And is the image of a man dancing?
Yes.
That's dope, dude.
Where do you perform, Adam?
Fredericksburg, Spotsy, wherever I can get.
You actually, though, the one unique thing about Adam as a dancer, I've seen you participate a lot with the local community and like city events like First Friday. You've done stuff with the museum. You work a lot with our friend Alex. Can you talk a little bit about that?
So yeah, I've been in the scene since 2016, 15, 16, and it's been a crazy ride. I can't tell you how many people or how many experiences I have experienced, and it's crazy.
Are you still talking to some of the friends you've made? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody you want to shout out?
Probably Alex, Free by Running. You guys are the real ones. It's because of you I've met all these people and have all these memories. So,
What do you think was your favorite memory, honestly?
that's a tough one.
Or pick two.
I guess it'd probably be one of my first art attack that I participated. I remember it was just street was just littered with people, and we actually did a little class there, and it was just like that's what's up.
I've been thinking of registering. Do you think it's worth it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Heard.
Art Attack's ran by, I think, Gabriel Pons.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He told me about it.
He's the OG shout out pawn shop.
Yeah.
We respect our elders up in this salute.
But no, they always have a huge crowd every year. So
And what was your second one?
probably that's a hard one. Probably my first performance when I first moved back, which was at the Rubicon.
And how was that?
It was magical.
Yeah.
Kind of just opened up a lot for me. So, but yeah.
Great.
Yep. Oh, right.
All right, so Adam, what are you doing at UMW?
Trying to get my life together, I guess.
What does that mean? What are you studying?
I'm a major in communications, digital studies, more so for the digital studies.
Do you find you like working with computers a lot?
Sure.
Sure. What would you prefer to work with, more people or computers?
I feel there's a lot of variables in that.
Yeah.
I probably have to go with the computers.
Computers, yeah.
I'm not a people person.
I get that.
As we've been
Yo, hand me the blue one real quick.
light or dark?
The blue.
They're both blue.
What?
Yes.
This is black.
No, this is black. That's dark blue.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm a blue person.
Cameraman, focus. Thank you, Mikaya. Oh, this is so hard. Hold up, there we go.
I'm surprised you didn't grab the white ones. The lighter colors.
I wanted to see the light blue one.
Oh,
Vein of 8.
there's an F in it.
Oh, it's 1F. We need to modify
No.
your Instagram name. Holy crap.
I'm curious, do you save an extra like 7 cents printing only 1F?
What?
Well, if you were to print it with 2 Fs. I'm sure you do it. Sorry, that's a deep question. My bad.
It's not something I would think of.
Where do you hope to take your dancing?
Take it up. Probably. Well, eventually, I would like to have my own studio and then be able to teach, but also host events such as ciphers, workshops, battles. I think that'd be awesome.
And what are you doing every day to kind of get one step further?
Just putting my name out there.
Mhm.
You know, trying to get what I can get. You know what I mean?
Do you ever struggle with that, like kind of advocating? I find sometimes when I'm trying to like get my art out there, it's hard to like push it.
Yeah, that's probably the one thing I have the most trouble with. I
Yeah.
just don't know the way to go about it
Yeah.
most of the times.
Well, who are you selling to mostly? Like, who are your fans?
That's a good question.
I'm your biggest fan.
Thank you.
Adam, you don't think I don't dance like I'm not on the dance level like you, but you should know that what got me into dance was the Melbourne Shuffle.
I used to do hip hop too, so
Can you explain your art to us, like what your style of dance is?
yeah.
Alright, so my style is animation, popping, and locked in. That is my main style. I do breakdancing on the side, but I haven't done it in a while. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you work with strictly music,
More or less. Yeah.
more or less? Right. What are the odds we could get you to pop and lock here on camera for us?
Just show us like a little bit of the magic.
You don't even have to stand up, just
I
one.
figured.
If not, that is
What's
okay.
the square thing?
It is tutting. This is finger tutting. As it's simplified.
I've tried to do that, and it's honestly a lot harder than it looks.
It's all in the joints right here.
How often
Dude,
do you
that's
have to
cool.
practice?
As much as possible. The more you do it, the better you get. Hence, practice makes perfect.
Have you tried putting lights on different parts of your arms and doing it in like the dark, or go to like parties and stuff and do finger dancing?
I'm not a party person, but
That's
I do
fine.
like the concept of the light. I've seen a couple concepts where they would have like the lights on their fingers and then they just go to town.
Looks like its own party.
Yeah.
If you were to kind of pair your current art with any new medium, whether or not that's like artistic, or if it's more of a physical art like technology, what would you find yourself doing?
I guess be more probably physical.
Yeah, maybe like music or something with it.
Maybe I haven't figured it out yet, but
Yeah, still in the works. I get it.
I think the finger play one could be a great way to expand to a new audience
I'm saying.
without having to do like a lot of like social out there kind of stuff, because you could do it easily from at home, and the appeal of it will, with the right music
You
and
can
video
even create a
editing.
character around it. If I found that a lot of the times when I wanted to put stuff out there, if I didn't have to directly associate my face with it, you can create almost a persona around your art. Like you could do a mask and have like finger lights.
I don't have a problem like putting my face on things. It's just being around people.
Yeah,
That's what more so. But
People are exhausted.
people are weird.
people can be exhausting. Everybody nods in agreement.
Yo, so Adam, with the so explain like dance, because we still got your blog, by the way, and I am going to be publishing it soon, because Sarah just published a blog, and Mikael is working on a blog, and he's going to be publishing his soon, and so we got your blog that was typed and is sitting on ice in the Google Drive, and we need to just like
Sitting
bring it
on
back. We
ice.
need to cook
It's
it.
been there for a minute.
Yeah, we need to cook it. It's been in the freezer, so we need to cook it.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm gonna probably post it soon, and we're gonna put the dance energy out there.
That'd be what's up.
Do you remember dance battles in high school?
We didn't really have like, but yeah, we had like a few, but not many.
Why is there not like an organized dance battle in downtown Fredericksburg?
I agree.
I
You should get on that.
That's like filmed or some shit. That'd be crazy.
feel like Fredericksburg is more like the contemporary choreo style. Is what everyone tends to gravitate towards.
Yeah, to bring in your own. You can even do different types. You can have certain. You'll at least get one other person.
I'm still in the works on that, but
Okay.
that's
What if we had like shufflers in one circle, like ballerinas in another, and like pop and lock it in
Exactly.
another, and then everyone just went at each other like
Do a
Beyblades.
Fredericksburg musical. That would be horrifying.
They all just try to spin as fast as they can with their different steps.
now you say it, it doesn't sound like a bad idea.
That'd be a cool video.
That would be.
Oh yeah, 100%. That'd be hilarious.
Well, if you've got any final words for us, what would it be?
Check me out on YouTube.
Check you out. Oh, you already have a YouTube. I was gonna ask.
I've been on YouTube for
Is the YouTube the same as your Instagram name?
Yes, I
Awesome.
like to keep it simple.
On everything perfect. Easy to find.
Oh.
No reason to not follow on everything.
Next episode will include a YouTube button for people to click.
I mean, if you have the other ones, then it's fine.
So yeah.
Well, thank you.
All right.